Hello, and welcome back to another episode of GameTalk. My name is Trent, and today we will be talking about the MMO Secret World Legends developed by Funcom. I love that this is a horror slash mystery themed MMO, which in itself is very rare, and I feel it's needed. We need an MMO like this to break us from this whole World of Warcraft clones that we've been seeing over the past couple of years. Secret World Legends is in its own league, and it breaks you out of this standard like fetch quest or kill 20 of these monsters quests, and it adds a bit of exploration and puzzle solving in the mix. In most MMOs, you'll see like an arrow over the target, or the creatures that you have to kill will be highlighted, or with your arrow on the ground pointing to where you have to go. You don't get that in Secret World Legends. This game will not hold your hand for anything. Most missions that you need to complete, like, you have to figure it out on your own. You have to use all your comprehensive and understanding skills. You gotta read all the text and listen to all the NPCs to figure out any bit of clues to help you to solve this quest. And in Secret World Legends, quests are like your main focus. You need to do those so you can get items and experience. Like, that's your main thing. So this isn't for the faint of heart. Honestly, I feel like if you grew up playing the Legend of Zelda series and you're accustomed to trying to figure out puzzles and you enjoy that type of stuff, Secret World Legends is definitely the MMO for you. I can give a few good examples of the puzzle solving quests that you face in Secret World Legends. Like, early in the game, I had a quest where I had to find this item that was hidden, and the only clue I was given was that the XY coordinates were the full length of the song. So I had to go online, find the song, see how long it was, and then use those to find the coordinates in the game of where the item was. And to not nowhere on the map it will show you or highlight or blink like, here, go to this location or in this area you'll find the item. Like, this investigation quest, you actually have to like go online and figure it out. Like, there's no other MMO that makes you have to take a pen and paper in real life and take down notes and figure out how do I solve this mission to get these experience points. And I find that's the highlight of this game. It really causes you to stay focused and pay attention, because most MMOs, when the NPCs are talking to you, it's just like skip, 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 I don't really care. But with Secret World Legends, I have to pay attention to every single bit of clues. I just recently did a mission where I had to unlock a door I was trapped in. I was trapped in a room, I had to unlock the door, and I had to search the whole room for clues. And one of the things I found was a diary from this woman named Jenna, and then there's a picture frame on the wall on the other side of the room, and the picture frame lists all the people in the picture, and they have a little code number next to their experiment that they was. So I was able to piece those two information together because Jenna was in the photo and she has the diary there, and that was the code to unlock the room. So it requires you to not really you have to pay attention in this game. You can't just like walk in or expect the game to show you where the exit is or where the entrance is. You have to physically use all your skills and try to figure out what's going on in this game. What do I have to do for this mission? And this even applies in boss battles. I died in the Egypt boss battle a couple times because I got the boss down to his last bit of health, and he kept one-shotting me until I realized that I just have to burst him down, because normally his AoE attack you could just run out the circle, but then all the exits to like run away from him were blocked. So I kept dying over and over trying to figure out how do I block his attack, until I just realized, I just need to finish him off really quickly. They give me like a couple of seconds before his attack one-shots me just to beat him. So boss battles, they're not holding your hand. They all have unique mechanics. You have to figure out one dungeon, the boss teleports on top of the scaffolding, so you have to find your way up the rocks onto like different ladders and stuff like that to get up to him and finish him off before he one-shots you. And in this game, like, the enemies one-shot you a lot, so you are gonna be dying a lot, but it's rewarding. It teaches you to pay attention more. So now I want to talk about the parts where I feel like this game falls short, and that's in the shared world aspect of the game. Secret World Legends is classified as an MMO. So as such, when you log in, you're roaming around the areas. You will see other players, and they will see you. You can interact with them. But that's like where the problem is that there's not much interaction with other players, other than them stealing your kill. Like you could have a mission where you have to defeat a certain amount of enemies, and if there's another player in the area who's doing the same mission, yes, you can team up with them, but most of the time, like they're just going by real quick, or if it so happens that they just killed the boss that you have to kill in the area, now you have to wait for it to respawn. Overall, if they remove this whole online play from the game, it will pretty much be the same thing. So one thing I feel like developers could do more is to add more social interaction into the game, because that's one thing most developers who do MMOs keep forgetting, is that MMOs is a form of social networking. It's like a social networking platform where all the players are there together. We're playing a game, but at the same time, we are connecting with each other. You know, we're forming groups or clans or guilds, and you're building a community. And the game should help support that. And I keep going back to Guild Wars 2 because that's a great game where their main focus is on community, and they do it so well, and they implement it in the game to bring players together to work together and not really like fight amongst themselves for like kills or quests or like gathering items. So if Funcom is seeing this, that's something they could definitely look into. Get a little bit more social interaction, add a little bit more world events that gives rewards for players working together. Because the only real team building exercise in this game is really the raids and the dungeons. And in those, it's the combat in this game is fairly simple. It's not something complicated, and the combat itself isn't really that smooth, that great. That's another area we fall short. But the social networking aspect of the game is something they can definitely work on to help improve the game. If they did that, I could definitely see myself giving this game a much higher score. That and the improved game physics. But other than that, Secret World Legends is definitely an interesting game. I would hate to see it shut down, and I'm actually giving this game my full support, and any way I can, because I want to see it continue. I want to see what it can become, and I feel like this is a game with full potential. And if anything happens to it, like we're gonna be missed out on something great. Well, that's all for this game talk. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you all next time.